Well, hey everybody, how y'all doing? Did you ever want to know what the little stub is for on the back of your Aeroscout right here? Well, stick around. We're going to get to it, okay? So don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back everybody. So what are we going to do today? So we talked about what is that little stub on the back of your Aeroscout all about? This little black thing right here. Well, that is to put your set of floats on. Yay! All right, and that little stub in the back is what hooks on, what attaches your water rudder. Okay, so let's get to it. We're going to put this thing together and show you how to do it. I cannot find one video on YouTube or on the Horizon Hobby site on how to put this together. So let's get to it, okay? They do give you a really nice instruction manual in 7 different languages, but we're going to use English. And for those of you that might have an older version of the Aeroscout, we got you covered on that as well, because it does come with the necessary parts to install it on the original Aeroscout version 1, if you want to call it that. So we're going to cover version 2, or the newer Aeroscout that you would commonly get today. And that's where we're going to go with that. Okay, so we're going to start number 1 by, this Aeroscout is my spare that I have. And you're only going to need 1 wrench, which is a 2mm. And we're going to start by removing this 1 screw up here in the nose. Okay, I'm going to pull that out. And there we go. Your landing gear, pull right out. Press the little tab and it'll pull right out. Okay, and this is where we will be working from. I guess you guys can see that okay. I guess I'll probably have to pull that off completely, more than likely. We'll see. Where are we going to start? The instructions say start on the water rudder. I don't want to start on the water rudder, but maybe we should. Okay, so the water rudder installation starts out real simple. You will need a 1.5mm for that, and this is the, what size is that screw? 1.7. It's a 1.7 by 6mm, and we're just going to run that in that little hole right in here. And hopefully everything will go together nice and smooth for you. This is all carbon fiber, by the way, so we'll switch over tools and run this right on in. Oh, how about that? Did you see that? That split that spar, that connector right in half. I got to glue that back together. Not good. We'll be back. Nothing like a little snafu when you're trying to put on an assembly video, huh? Well, what I ended up doing is I ended up gluing this water rudder together. This is carbon fiber with 2 holes drilled in it. And according to the instructions, it's a M2 and a M1.7. And the 1.7 will go right in, like so. And then the M2 is what will go right back here. Okay, and we'll just set this right on down, and it will slide right in like so. And just make sure you line up the hole like that. Okay, and then we'll run our M2. That will be our and because I like to have things a little on the symmetric side, we'll run this on the same side. just like so. Water rudder is installed. Okay. All right, next will be this nose block, which will be right in here. So we will leave that on, but I'm going to take this screw out. We're going to save that screw. You can always go back, okay? Keep that in mind. So these are going to be 2.5 millimeter by 2, and that's what these two holes are for here in the nose. And we can line that right up, and we will screw that right on in. Okay, just like that. Okay, now I went and set the 3 millimeter by 10 screws right in here, just so I wouldn't lose them. And that's going to be for your nose strut. That is what this is. We will run the 2 nose strut screws in. Okay, you don't need to over tighten everything. All right, look guys, we're just about done. I'm going to flip the next page over. All right, now you remember your rear struts, just like your landing gear. We'll just slide those right in. There is not a left or a right. We'll just slip them both right on in, just like so. There we go. Give them a little tug. Okay, make sure they're locked in. And there you go. They're mostly there already. All right, flip it over. Okay, and we'll flip the page again. And right now we have the M3 by 45s and the carbon fiber strut that's going to join all this together. So on your sponson here, okay, all foam is that beaded foam, and on this it is a beaded surface. There is no plastic ABS or any other type of plastic on here. This is just all beaded foam. Here, we can take a little peek at that. Okay, it's all that standard beaded foam stuff. All right. Would I suggest sanding this down or not? Hard to say. I'll give these a shot and see what happens before I do anything like that, okay? So there is a left and a right side, and you can tell that by the little notches here, the way they face. This will be the left sponson, and then we have a right sponson. Okay. 2 nice carbon fiber spars. These things are no kidding stiff. They're stiff. All right. So we can put. Let me see how my work table here is going to work out. These are going to sandwich together, just like so. And we'll run the 45 millimeter screws all the way through. One in here. One in there. Stick it down in the hole. I know, right? Okay, there's one in. And let's flip this around and we'll get the second sponson on. Okay. You can put the front end or the rear end. It does not really matter first. It's all on personal preference at this point. This whole thing goes together in just a matter of a few minutes, really. All right. To make this a quicker swap, you could actually run a stud down into here and then put a nut on top of it rather than the socket head screw, which would be in many different ways probably more beneficial. Okay, we're almost done, guys. Another spar. We will take another 45mm screw, run it in just like that. We'll take our other screw, we'll put this right over like so, find that hole, get the finger started. Okay. I know, right? Almost there, guys. And there you go, last screw. All right, there it is. All put together, ready to go in the water. I think we need to do this. All right, that's it for now. Get out, have a good time, have some fun. Catch you guys on the next one. See you later.